Imagine standing before structures that were built long before the Great Pyramids and Stonehenge, shrouded in mystery and built by a civilization lost to time. Welcome to the megalithic temples of Malta, among the oldest freestanding structures on the planet. These architectural wonders are masterpieces of ancient engineering and serve as portals to a sophisticated society whose astronomical knowledge continues to captivate scholars and scientists. This profound understanding of astronomy could only have been achieved through centuries, perhaps millennia, of meticulous observation. Join us as we uncover the secrets held by these stone giants, offering glimpses into a world that is both ancient and remarkably advanced. Despite their historical and architectural significance, these ancient temples were not fully appreciated until the late 19th century. Prior to this period, local recognition of their antiquity was minimal, and preservation was not a priority. Over the centuries, the temples experienced significant deterioration due to local farming and building practices. Stones from these structures were often removed and repurposed for new construction projects. Much of the archaeology that occurs is not the result of a targeted effort but rather due to the construction of infrastructure such as dams or highways. The first documented mention of the temples appeared in Jean-Quintin Douan's 1536 publication Inai Millet Descriptio, which noted the existence of ancient ruins on Malta, although detailed archaeological interest would not develop until much later. Dating from 3600 BC to 2500 BC, these temples are older than both Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. Recognizing their profound historical and cultural significance, several of the temples were designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites in 1980. This recognition was a crucial step in ensuring their preservation and promoting further scholarly research and public awareness. Systematic studies and excavations of these sites began in earnest in the early 20th century with Sir Themistocles Zamet, a man of many talents including archaeology, medicine, history, and curation. Starting around 1915, Zamet's extensive archaeological work marked a significant pivot towards the scientific exploration of these structures. His efforts established a chronological framework for the construction and usage of the temples, greatly enhancing our understanding of prehistoric Maltese culture. It's a lost civilization of prehistoric antiquity. Zamet's findings not only attracted international scholarly interest but also helped increase tourism, bringing additional funding and support for further studies. Among his discoveries were numerous artifacts, including pottery, tools, and the iconic Fat Lady figurines thought to represent a fertility goddess or a maternal figure. Continuing from the fascinating historical backdrop and archaeological discoveries, the megalithic temples of Malta are not just ancient architectural marvels, they are sophisticated structures that intricately reflect the socio-religious fabric of the society that constructed them. Their design demonstrates an advanced knowledge of stonework and astronomy. The temples are famous for their distinctive trefoil layout, featuring 3 semicircular chambers linked by a central corridor. This design is not only unique to Maltese temple architecture but also rich in symbolic meaning. It could represent various life stages, celestial bodies, or deities from local mythology, with the number 3 possibly signifying a sacred or divine principle in their cosmology. Functionally, these chambers likely served various ritualistic or communal purposes, each possibly dedicated to different aspects of life or deities. The layout facilitates processional movements, believed to be part of the ritual activities conducted within these sacred spaces. Moreover, the orientation and layout of the temples are marked by astronomical precision. For instance, the Najdra South Temple aligns with the equinoctial sunrise, allowing light to flood the main corridor and central chambers at specific times of the year. This dramatic interplay of light and shadows could have been crucial for marking seasonal changes and regulating ceremonial calendars. The choice of temple locations also takes into account visual and environmental factors such as line of sight to important landscape features, horizon visibility for astronomical observations, and protection from prevailing winds, showing a sophisticated integration of architecture with the natural landscape. The structural engineering techniques used in the temples also reveal the builders' innovative approaches. The use of corbelling, where stones are laid horizontally and each successive layer extends slightly beyond the one below, allowed the creation of self-supporting domed or vaulted structures. This early form of arch construction predates Roman arches and illustrates their advanced engineering capabilities. Additionally, the flexibility inherent in the corbelling and the interlocking of megaliths without mortar could have provided some resistance to seismic activity, an important consideration given Malta's location within the Mediterranean seismic belt. The decorative elements of the temples further enrich their architectural sophistication. Elaborate carvings and reliefs, including spirals, animal figures, and plant motifs, are deeply engraved into the limestone. These decorations are not merely ornamental, they are imbued with symbolic meanings, possibly representing fertility, the cycle of life, or a connection to nature. Artifacts such as the famous Fat Lady sculptures and other statuettes found in and around the temples suggest that these sites also served as focal points for art and culture. Additionally, traces of red ochre found on some temple walls indicate that color was used either to enhance certain carvings or to demarcate special areas within the temples, adding another layer to the sophisticated aesthetic and ceremonial aspects of the temple architecture. The construction techniques used in the megalithic temples of Malta highlight the advanced engineering skills of their creators. These ancient temples demonstrate an exceptional mastery of various methods, contributing to their preservation over millennia. A critical material in the construction of these temples is Globigerina limestone, a sedimentary rock abundant in the Maltese archipelago. This limestone is notably soft when freshly quarried, allowing artisans to carve intricate details and shape the stones with ease. Upon exposure to air, the limestone undergoes a hardening process due to the gradual evaporation of inherent moisture and crystallization of minerals, significantly enhancing the structure's resilience and longevity. The intricate carvings on the temple walls, including spiral designs and animal figures, showcase the high level of craftsmanship and the advanced tools and techniques used in their creation. The logistics involved in moving and assembling massive limestone blocks, some weighing several tons, were formidable. Theories suggest that the builders might have used log rollers, stone balls, or sledges made from tree trunks, often lubricated with plant oils or animal fats to reduce friction. This suggests a highly organized society with clear hierarchies and labor specialization capable of coordinating large-scale construction efforts. There is also evidence to suggest that ramps made from earth or smaller stones were used to position these large blocks, similar to techniques used in other ancient civilizations. Moreover, the temples exemplify an advanced use of mortarless construction. Builders employed a technique of cutting and fitting stone so precisely that no mortar was needed to hold them together. This dry stone technique, known for its durability and flexibility in seismic activity, involves crafting joints that interlock without gaps. The lack of mortar not only prevents erosion but also allows the structures to breathe during earthquakes, enabling the stones to shift slightly and settle back without causing structural damage, a technique that has proven effective in other earthquake-prone regions like those encountered by Inca architects. It's fascinating to draw parallels and contrast these ancient marvels with other legendary structures like Machu Picchu. Both sites utilize mortarless construction techniques, which not only exemplifies the precision of stone cutting in ancient times but also ensures the stability and longevity of these structures. This shared approach underlines a profound understanding of stone properties and structural engineering across two very different cultures. However, the cultural contexts and geographical settings of the megalithic temples and Machu Picchu are distinctly different. The temples in Malta were primarily religious structures. In contrast, Machu Picchu likely served a dual purpose as both a royal estate and a religious retreat. Geographically, the Maltese temples are nestled on a small island terrain, whereas Machu Picchu sits high in the Andes Mountains. These differences reflect how each culture adapted its architectural styles and techniques to fit its environment and societal needs. During World War II, Malta's strategic location in the Mediterranean made it a key target, resulting in extensive bombings. During this turbulent period, the importance of the megalithic temples was recognized, leading to significant protective measures. One notable method was the sand covering technique used at sites like Hagar Kim, where piles of earth and sand were placed over the temples to cushion the impact of bomb blasts and protect against flying debris. While this method helped prevent direct damage during air raids, it also introduced challenges like moisture retention, which could accelerate the erosion of the stonework. After the war, extensive surveys and careful removal of sand were necessary to assess any damage and prevent further stress on the ancient stones. These ongoing research and conservation efforts are essential for preserving the legacy of Malta's megalithic temples, allowing future generations to marvel at these testaments to human ingenuity and resilience. Thank you for watching another episode of Just Discovery. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell for future updates on more exciting videos. See you next time.